Hello everyone, happy Sunday. This is my first video on the Divine Sly YouTube page, and pray for me. I will eventually get better with recording, but it's Sunday. Sunday is one of my favorite days, and I'm happy it's Sunday. This is like the one day that I really get to just relax if I'm not traveling. So excuse the wet hair. I took a shower, and I just wanted to come and say hey and answer a question that I actually get asked a lot. Like a lot. So the question that I get asked a lot is, how did you start meditating? And when do you have time to meditate? And it's usually followed with them saying, I don't have time for that. It seems very boring. I'm too busy. And that's how I was also. But I do want to share my story about meditating, and hopefully it does help someone, because meditating is so crucial. It's so crucial to your mental health, your everyday living. It helps your mind, body, and your soul. And we actually have an article that I will link in the description about meditating and how important it is. And also another question that I'll get from really religious people is, you should be praying. And my response to that is, you don't know what I do when I meditate, and that is my connection to God. So I'm not sure what the confusion is about meditating. Of course, with me doing it for so long and then doing research and talking to people, I have a really good idea. So that's why the article about meditating and why it's so crucial is an amazing read. And again, I will link that down in the description area of this video so that you can take a look. I have tried meditating, I would say, I think I first started maybe about 12 years ago, and it was successful and it was great, but it wasn't anything that I did consistently. Like, I tried it maybe once a year. And then about 4 years ago, I tried to do it a little bit more consistent, maybe twice a week. But it was not until COVID 2020 that I became notorious for meditating, and I'll tell you why. So during COVID, as you know, the entire world shut down, and I had a boutique at the time, and that was my livelihood. I needed it to stay open so that I could take care of myself and my son, and I wasn't able to do that for my life. I had to protect myself, and this disease was going around and everyone was just so frightened. And I did all the government funding. My business was extremely legit. And I still don't even know to this day. I actually didn't even get an answer back. Like, nobody told me yes and nobody told me no. So I was on my own. I was literally on my own, trying to figure out, how am I going to keep my store open? And I saw so many businesses, after 3 weeks, they were shutting down. And I realized, like, wow, they must have already been in so much, debt, and they can't afford to not be open. So for someone who has suffered from anxiety and depression, my mind was racing all day long. And, it's reading all of the media and being just scared and nervous, and hearing that people in the small town that I once lived in, they were getting COVID, and hearing about all of the deaths all over the world. It was just so much, and just wondering, what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with the store? How do I feel? Do I even want to open it in a few months? Because I felt like people were just being so reckless. Meditation was key during that time. So, since my mind was racing so much during the day and I was just trying to figure out things and just really just trying to survive like everyone else, I was too busy, quote unquote, during the day. So, what I started doing is at night, I found this amazing person. His name is Doxy, and I will link his information in the in the description area. But I would play his tracks at night, and they were affirmations, and it was I think I did like a 30-day manifestation, and I mean, he has really long videos, so you can actually go to sleep with them and just have them basically programming your mind at night. That's what I needed. That's what I did. So I did his 30-day manifestation, and it's really like a reprogramming of your mind. And I needed that at night because it was so hard for me to go to sleep because I was so worried. So I would play it at night, and especially whenever it was also very hard for me to sleep for more than 2 to 3 hours. That was becoming a huge issue. But it was so amazing, and it was so life-changing, and just to reprogram my mind to think, positive affirmations was amazing for me. And it's really cool and it gives me, I have such gratitude because everything that I remember manifesting has definitely come to fruition. Bible, it has come to fruition, and I'm happy. So honestly, that's what I did. I did guided meditations with Doxy. That's what I started off as. And the first 30 minutes is so important to the manifestation meditation that I was doing, because he was taking you through the reprogramming of your mind, slowing your brain down, getting, comfortable enough to go into a sleep. And that's what I was doing, is I was hypnotized. And of course I can also, at this point now, as of today, I can meditate without it being guided, but sometimes, I still go back to that. So during the day, I was realizing that I'm struggling more during the day. So I have just amazing girlfriends, and we did grounding sessions. I started to work out because that's very important. It is so important, especially if you suffer from anxiety, but it's just important just to, be healthy. And I just started walking during the day, because it's not like I could actually go to a gym. And that was amazing for me as well. And I started learning about the different types of food that also affect certain health conditions as well. So I started to learn that, of course, having processed foods and just a lot of junk, it was increasing the anxiety and certain health conditions that I had at the time. Okay, I just got on a soapbox. I'm gonna bring it back. When I realized that I was struggling during the day, I would wake up and I would still be hearing the manifestation music from the meditation in the background, but I immediately woke up and I would stretch. I would do yoga stretches, and then I would meditate for about 10 minutes. And I will put in an app that I use just to do about a 10-minute meditation, just to kind of get my day going. So I did that, and then I would prepare my food for the day. I would go walking. I had a morning routine, and that really helped me. I even learned how to meditate while I was walking, because I just needed to slow my mind down, just so that I can just remain in a gratitude state, a positive state, a state where I make, sound decisions. So, yeah, that's my journey, and I want to hear about your journeys as well. And again, I will put everything in the description area of this video. Thanks so much for watching my first video, and have a wonderful day.